future dreams, I want to become a doctor.
To become a scientist when I grow up.
When I grow up, I want to become a doctor.
Every child has big dreams and the ability to excel and reach their full potential in life. But better still, shape the future for their community or even the world. All they need are some necessities, like an improved education, feeding, access to clean water, medication, play and clothing, among other basic needs. However, for so many kids in Africa, access to these basic resources is not always the case, and the community in Kamocha, a Kampala city suburb, is no exception.
Transferred here from Chambogo Primary School in 2005, February. When I got my transfer letter, I never knew there was a government school in Kamocha. There was no money. Children were putting on, there was no uniform. Every child was dressed the way, with a knee gainer, one shoe having knee gainer, another shoe having a slipper. And I started like that.
A school that started from under a tree, a school that started with a very small population, a school that started, being shunned by almost everybody.
We had no kitchen. We were preparing lunch for the few children who were paying the 10,000 as stipulated by government. But the majority of the children, during break time, you would find no child. They would go in the market and start begging for food. The same with lunch. You would be lucky to get them in the afternoon. You would be very lucky. So the whole situation was frustrating.
Changing the story for these children today by providing these basic needs means a lot to them and the community in renewing their ability to dream again and hope for a brighter future.
Kish, who has brought all the smiles you are seeing in Kamocha, all the happiness, wrote in my book and said in the visitor's book, a bright star in dark clouds. A bright star in dark, it makes me cry. Because at that time, I never took it in its real, I never gave it value. Actually, I was thinking, why is this one saying we are dark? Huh? But it is today that I understand what Kish meant.
Mondetta Charity Foundation has made a remarkable contribution in giving Kamocha an opportunity to a better life by provision of some of these basic needs, like feeding, sponsorship, clothing, and school accessories, among others.
That was the beginning of our resurrection.
It's a new era, let it begin. It's untold favor, we're walking in. Your word is spoken, and we believe. You pour out blessing, we receive it. Oh, it's a new day, we're on top of the world. And oh, it's a new sound that we're singing. Oh, everybody celebrate, 'cause we're living in the greatest days. Lifting up the highest praise, 'cause you're worthy, oh you're worthy. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh.
By that time, some things had started changing. So we started with Kish. 2007, he bought us uniforms for all the children that were in this school. So he came with the family and dressed all the children of Kamocha. By then, we were like 670. That was a blessing. Guess what? That was another turning point. Kamocha children are being given uniform. So everybody registered in Kamocha because of that.
Imagine the amazing impact Kamocha Primary School has on the community. because of what Mondetta is doing.
I had lost hope in studying. I had no school fees, but when I got sponsored by Mondetta, I came back to school.
My favorite subject is science.
So when I grow up, I want to make some computers for Uganda.
I want to be a surgeon.
When I'm in Kamocha Primary School, I enjoy reading books.
What I enjoy most is learning, because that's what brought me here.
With the intervention of Mondetta Charity Foundation, we have seen steps being taken. Every other year we see improvements in the school, improvements not only in the infrastructure, but improvements in even in the academics, improvements in the numbers or enrollments. So we want to see this school a model school, and indeed we are seeing it moving towards that.
The contribution of Mondetta Foundation to the lives of our school children in Kampala has been tremendous. Over the last many years, when Mondetta has been partnering with KCCA, the children's lives, the education environment, the motivation to learn, the motivation to teach, and everything to do with Kamocha has greatly improved. In an area that is considered to be a low-income slum area, having a school like Kamocha has made a tremendous difference. In fact, Kamocha has become a benchmark for UPE schools in the city, and we're proud of it. The children are happy to come to school, and we want to thank Mondetta for the sacrifice, for each and every person that has sponsored a child, each and every person that has contributed funds, contributed ideas, contributed times, for the many times when you've made missions to come to join us in Kamocha and encourage the teachers, work with the children. Thank you so much for making such a great contribution, for making such a big sacrifice. We appreciate it. The children love you. They appreciate you. The parents are just so proud of what you're doing in that school.
I love Mondetta so much.
These are just a few of the many children whose lives are being impacted because of friends like Mondetta, putting smiles of hope on their faces. Mondetta's support and KCCA at work at Kamocha Primary School is creating a world where every child has an equal opportunity to unleash their abilities and flourish. These children now have a chance to thrive and realize their dreams and become responsible citizens. They are on their way to influencing their community and changing the world.
Because of Mondetta, I have a brighter future.
My future is bright.
I'm looking forward to a better future because of Mondetta. I love you, Mondetta.
Join Mondetta and KCCA today.